Today was the day I finally got my log burner installed. It's coming into the winter months now, and this house is freezing. I've been so excited to get my log burner installed since I bought the house almost a year ago. And now finally that day has come. Wayne from Highfield Solutions has swept all 3 chimneys in my house, and he lined the centre chimney with a flue for the log burner to safely pass its smoke through the house and away from our lungs. The final stage was to get the fireplace ready for the log burner to be fitted, which the builders have now done. Wayne started by fastening the legs onto the bottom of the log burner. He was explaining that the log burner has to go through a phase whereby the metal expands and the paint also properly attaches itself to the cast iron. During this time, nothing must be too tight in case it expands and cracks. And also, for the first time lighting it, there might be a slight chemical smell present, which is the paint. He then fits the correct mount to the top of the log burner, and we can finally lift it into place.
And sweet. And there we go.
An adapter is then fitted to the top of the flue, and that is then seated into place. Wayne then takes several measurements to ensure that the log burner is central and that everything is square. A clay-like material is then applied to all of the joints on the flue, which will cure and prevent smoke from escaping into the living room. We can't actually use the log burner for another 3 days to ensure that everything has set before we start pumping heat into it. Wayne then drills a hole through the mount and the flue, which is followed up by a screw to ensure everything is securely tied down into place. A sheet is then fitted around the area, as the next part is slightly messy. This is a mix of vermiculite and lime. It's a lightweight cement type material which is placed above the log burner to prevent heat from escaping out of the chimney and keep it in the living room. This expands and forms an insulating layer which vastly increases the efficiency of the stove. Then all of the pieces are fitted back onto the stove and we're almost ready to test it. Wayne then covers up the brickwork and paints the adapter with a heatproof black paint, since it was just the raw metal. Finally, a carbon monoxide alarm is then fitted into the living room to comply with regulations and ensure that we are safe. As I said, we can't use this for 3 days, to give all of the mixes time to harden. However, a small fire does need to be made to pass regulatory checks and for Wayne to show us how to use it. We didn't have any firelighters, so he used newspaper and brown paper. He explained that we need to create a small house of kindling over the fire starter, then light it. Once these have caught fire, we would then place a log over the top and it would be off. There's various different vents on the stove to fuel the fire with oxygen, which we can adjust depending on the fire's activity. And there we have it. What an absolute transformation. I'm so happy with how this thing has turned out. Obviously, there's still quite a bit of work left to be done. The whole room needs to be plastered, which is going to be a nightmare because all of this will probably get damaged during the plastering phase, but I'm just going to put some big sheets up over everything, duct tape it all down. Hopefully it should be all sweet. Also, you can clean off the plaster if it gets on any of this stuff. This all still needs to be painted. There's going to be a really nice log sort of mantelpiece, oak mantelpiece that will go over here, sort of like a hanging one, which will look like it's a lintel. I need to clean up the bricks, but I'm going to wait till we can blast the log burner and get some more moisture out of the wall and everything, because this is an old house and the old houses used to have fires in them every single day. So I want to run this log burner, get the moisture out of the wall as much as possible, clean everything up, paint it, put the mantelpiece on. I need to grout in here. Obviously the floor still needs to be repaired from where the joists were repaired. And then there'll be some really nice sort of beading that will go in around here. That needs to be grouted. So does that down there and stuff. But money, unfortunately, is an issue. I don't have a lot of it, and I can't get everything done in a logical sort of process. It has to all be done in the only way that I can afford for it to be done, which is to get a bloody heat source in as a priority. But yeah, massive thank you to Wayne for installing this. Huge thank you to Joe and all of his builders for building all of this stuff. And again, a massive thank you to Mark as well, who hooked me up with the actual log burner. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I cannot wait to get this thing going. I'm seriously excited. What a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this outcome. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I appreciate this is a slightly different video to normal. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.